Hi viewers, this is Sri Ramulu. So today I have come with the new topics for degree final year students. So dear students or friends, before watching this video, please subscribe my video. Don't forget subscribing this video. And every time I am writing my YouTube channel in the first slide. So please don't forget subscribing this video. So today's topics, there are the two topics I am covering here. One is a double slit experiment, other one is a complementary principle. So before this, first let me start with a double slit experiment. And in this experiment, in this topic, I have added the photo on every slide because no need to repeat the page like this. So actually only one picture will occur for every diagram. So here I have drawn the three diagram. I have pasted the three diagram, three slides, three diagrams, or same diagram. But you must understand the diagram is only one diagram here. But for understanding, no need to repeat the pages like this. So for this purpose only, I have added the photo of this diagram in every slides. Okay, thank you friends. So now let me start double slit experiment. Now see, first point, the interference of electron wave can be exhibited by double slit experiment. In this experiment, interference of electron can be exhibited by the double slit experiment. And see here the second point, the interference pattern so obtained reassemble with the pattern obtained in the case of a double OF has come, only single F in the case of visible light. So in the visible light means in the optics chapter there is also double slit experiment is there. So there what type of pattern we get by using visible light, the same pattern we get in this experiment by using electrons. See, with electron we get the one pattern, and with visible light we got the one pattern. Both pattern almost same, he is saying. That is the meaning of this point. And the next point, this proves the association of waves with the electron just like photon. So when light is coming, it is in the form of photons only. Photons contains the waves in this manner. The same manner when the electron is moving means it is also moves in the form of waves. That is the meaning of this point. And the next point is in this figure, F is a filament. See, F here to where, from here to here. So this is completely here to here. This line, black line is what? That is a FF. See, this is the dotted line. See, dotted. I'm keeping the dots. That is FF line. Okay. And a cylindrical anode AA act as a electron gun. Cylindrical anode. See here, this is a cylindrical shape, right? See, it is like this cylindrical shape. So it is cylindrical shape. This one can act as a electron gun. That means it produces electron. That is the meaning of this. For this, HT means high tension batteries attached. Right here, HT means high tension battery. Okay, next, let me go the next slide. And the wave point, the wave function of electron gun is to supply the function of electron gun is to supply the monoenergetic beam electron. See, this FF can produce the electrons, and those electrons can come through the there is a small gap here, through this gap, right? And they come in this direction. So that is a monoenergetic beam, means single energy beams comes outside, right? Next, the electronic beam passes through a narrow slit. Yes, narrow slit. See here, the slit is there. I will show you slit. See, this is the gap. See, this is the gap. This gap is the narrow slit. Once again check it. the gap is narrow slit. Okay, so that is a narrow slit gap. And next, our next point is arrange this point, an arrangement of two slits, an arrangement of two slits S1 and S2 is placed in the path of electronic beam. See here it is a one thing is there, see, so this is this contain the two slits, and those two slits are narrow. Narrow means not like a hole, they are like this. Suppose if you have a one card, paper card, then if you cut in the middle like this shape, if you cut in the middle like this shape, then this form. So side by side if you cut two things, then like this two slits will form. Okay, next, the PP is a photographic plate. PP, where it is, it is a photographic plate where the beam produces interference pattern. Okay, all interference pattern will produce on this PP plate. Next point is whole chamber is evacuated. Evacuated means so pressure inside this chamber is reduced, so that means the pressure is pumped out, right? And next slide, see, the electron pass through the slit SS and diffracted by S1 and S2. See here, so through this cylindrical shaped device, through this device what happens, electrons come outside, and those electrons pass on the double slit device, right? So double slit device names, two slits names are S1 and S2, right? And the next one, the two slits acts as coherent sources, and hence the diffracted beams of electron interfere and produce interference pattern on the photographic plate PP. So two slits act as a coherent. What is the meaning of coherent? Coherent source means if the waves are producing, if the waves contain the phase difference is same, if they contain the same phase, so same phase waves are called coherent waves, and the source which is producing these waves, that source is called coherent source. Next, and hence diffracted beams of electrons interfere. So they interfere and they forms here at this slit. What happens at this slits, what happens, diffraction will occur. Diffraction means so when the light diffract, in generally visible light diffraction occurs. So when diffraction occurs means, for example, if it is a one substance having the thickness very small and the light is coming in this direction, and this light contains suppose it is a white light, it contains 7 colors, means 7 wavelengths. So each wavelength has a different wavelength, each wave has a different wavelengths. So a wavelength whose wavelength is equal to the size of this substance, then that light or that wave can that can get diffracts towards a shadow, geometrical shadow. So that is simply we call diffraction. And after diffraction what happens, so these waves meet on the plate PP, then on the plate PP what happens, interference pattern will occur. Interference pattern means here bright dark slits or what fringes will form on this plate, right? This plate can act as a screen also. On the next point, the interference pattern shows the existence of wave associated with electrons. So by using this what we can understand here, when the beam of electron is traveling, and there are the two beams will come from the two different slits, and these two beams, what happens, diffracts, and they meet on the photographic plate. Where they meet in proper manner, then what happens, they forms a interference pattern. So generally interference pattern will form with the help of only visible light, but here also interference pattern is forming, means here electron can behave like a wave. Alright, so electron can behave like a wave. So that is why, so when the electron behaves like a wave, then only they forms the interference pattern according to Huygens. So Huygens, we know the successfully explained here about the interference pattern, diffraction and polarization also. So these three phenomena will be explained on the basis of wave only. And the next, knowing the separation between S1, S2. Yeah, so here what I'm saying here, they forms the interference pattern. Interference pattern forming means that exhibit a wave nature. Wave nature means it must contain the wavelength. So if you have to calculate the wavelength, then what we have to do, he is saying here, what we have to do, see in the backward direction. So the distance between S1 S2 can be measured. So generally S1 S2 distance we denote with the 2D, right, and the distance between the gun and the screen is denoted by capital D, right. Capital D is the distance between source and screen. 2D is the distance between the two coherent sources or two slits, right. And next, what we need, generally formula of wavelength, to calculate the wavelength of these electrons, lambda is equals to 2D by beta into D, right. So by using this formula only we can calculate. Beta means how can we calculate? So beta is a distance between bright and dark fringe. So that means it gives a fringe width of this dark fringe, or distance between dark and dark fringe means between the two dark fringe what will present, one bright fringe will present, or between the two bright fringe one dark fringe will present. And the length or width of the any fringe, either dark or bright fringe, is same. Next point is the value of only one OF. The value of wavelength comes out to be same as obtained by the de Broglie relation. So in the de Broglie relation, what is the de Broglie relation? Lambda h equals to h by mv or h by p. Okay. So if you substitute the value of v and m or p, then we get here wavelength lambda. In the same manner, just know what I have written the formula for calculating the wavelength of a light. So how much value we get by using that wavelength, the same value we get here. So that means by using this we can say that electron which is moving, it is always associated with wave only. So this proves, so last point, see the last point. This proves that existence of matter waves associated with the material particle, right. Material particle means electron is one material particle. It also associate always with the waves only. So like this we calculate wavelength. And next, complementary principle. What is a complementary principle? So there is a definition, or statement. The wave and particle nature of matter and light are complementary rather than contradiction. That is, both aspects are necessary to have a complete picture of the system. If you want to know the complete details of the system, then wave and particle natures are necessary. That is the meaning of this, right. So when an electron is moving, it exhibit a wave nature, right. So according to de Broglie. And when a photon is moving, it exhibit the particle nature. Why? Because actually it contains waves inside it, but all the waves are inside it more frequency present. When the more frequency present, then only it act as a point or particle nature. Otherwise, less waves present inside it, it may act as a wave nature. But both nature simultaneously cannot be happen. And the next, let us consider an experimental arrangement in which light is diffracted by double slit and is detected on a screen that consists of many adjacent photoelectric cells. So let us consider experiment. So we have to take here one experiment, and in which light is diffracted by double slit. So double slit experiment we have to consider. Just know what I explained the double slit experiment. So that is detected on a screen that consists of many adjacent photoelectric cell. So photoelectric cell means on the screen. So just now I explained the screen name is I have written in the double slit experiment as a PP. Alright, it is a screen. On this screen, what we find like many fringes, bright, dark, bright, dark. Each bright fringe can act as one photocell, right? Like this, many adjacent photocell it contains. Next thing is the photoelectric cell respond to photon only. Photoelectric cell respond to what? Photons. Photon means it is a energy pocket of light. For that only photocell will respond. For other things such as electron, if you allow the electron, it cannot respond. The next point is, however, if we plot the graph between, means if you draw a graph between number of photons each cell count in a certain period of time against location of the cell. So where the cells are presenting and how much photons they are counting. So if you plot a graph or if you draw a graph, then what we get? We get a wave-like pattern, right? See, a third point is same. We get a wave, so a wave-like pattern is obtained. So like this type of pattern we will get. That is the meaning of this. The next, it follows that only experiment which can be devised or displayed either the particle-like characteristics or wave-like characteristics of the system. Right? So it follows what type of either particle nature or wave nature, but both nature cannot be explained simultaneously. Only any one of the nature will explain. And next, moreover, the wave and particle pictures gives complementary description of the same pattern. Right? So here wave nature is required, and as well as a particle nature is also required. If you explain with the wave nature, we must explain with a particle nature. So both natures are compulsory here. Both natures are mandatory here to describe the complete picture of the system. So this is the complementary principle. So thank you, friends.